That's Nigel. Oh, anyway, I'm Skipp. You might remember us from such exciting videos as the previous 6 foot track tips and etiquettes ones. Or not. Anyway, there are some things that have changed this year, so sit back, relax, take some notes and enjoy. This year, race bib pickup will be at 2 locations. The first one is at the Carrington Hotel on Friday, March 13th, which is located at 15 to 47 Katoomba Street in Katoomba, and that'll be between 11 AM and 7 PM. Your other option is to pick it up at the start line on the Saturday morning. Drop bags can also be left at the Carrington on the Friday or the start line on the Saturday. Please note there is not an option for race bib pickup or drop bags at the KCC car park. Don't forget to bring photo ID and your registration ID, which is found in your entry confirmation email.
If you have a friend collecting yours for you, just in case you can't get it on Friday, make sure you've signed an authority form for them to do so.
Well, that'd be nice to have a friend do that for you, wouldn't it, Nigel? Would you do that for me?
Absolutely.
Oh, what a guy. And once you've collected your bib, you'll need to fill in your medical and next of kin information on the back of your bib. Also, make sure to note the emergency contact number provided. Someone needs to be contacted in case your day goes pear-shaped. Give yourself plenty of time on the Saturday morning if you are getting the bus from KCC. We recommend at least an hour and a half before your wave start time. Buses start at 5:30 AM for those in wave 1. So therefore, if you are in one of the back waves, please wait until the runners in the earlier waves have caught their bus.
And there are no buses from Genolan Caves as the hotel is shut and there's no access to the entire hotel precinct. Please also remember that there is nowhere to be dropped at the Nelly's Glen start line. If you're walking to the start line from the Katoomba side, please use the footpath adjacent to the highway.
The RFS will provide tea and coffee to all runners at the start line if you'd like one. When you finish though, please make sure you put your used cup in the bins provided. We want to avoid bushwheeze if possible. There are toilets located at the KCC car park as well as at the start line at the top of Nelly's Glen. Unless you're really busting to go, please let runners in earlier waves use these facilities first. Nigel, where are you?
On course, bushwheat avoidance can be achieved by going to the toilets that will also be located on Megalong Road crossing, the Cox's River crossing and the Geelong Caves Road crossing. Lots and lots of options. This year we're running with 6 wave start allocations that have been based on the qualifying time you submitted during the entry process.
So please ensure you start in your allocated wave. You are able to drop down in waves, say from wave 4 to wave 6, but if you go up in a wave, say from wave 3 to wave 2, what happens then, Nigel?
You get disqualified.
And we don't want that, do we? That would be disappointing. Make sure you start in your own wave.
Yep, and if you have any doubt on your wave allocation, please check the following link, but it'll also be on your colour-coded race bib, which are really nice.
Buses will also be available to shuttle runners and spectators from 6 different locations. The KCC car park to the start line, the KCC start line to the finish line, the start line back to KCC, and that's after every wave start for spectators only, at the Millionth Acre Recreation Area at the Duck Malloy car park, from there to the finish line back to the Duck Malloy car park, and also the finish line back to KCC in Katoomba. This last option will not stop at the Duck Malloy car park as there are dedicated buses doing loops between there and the finish line. Whether you've seen it or not, Nelly's Glen can be a bit chaotic and is probably one of the worst spots in the race for unnecessary injuries.
If you aren't confident on the stairs, please start towards the back of your wave so you don't block fast runners, creating the potential for accidents due to impatience.
This year, we have 2 paces in wave 5, 2 paces in wave 6, and we also have 4 sweepers. The sweepers and the paces are here to ensure your safety, so please listen to them and follow their advice.
Also, laughing at our dad jokes, totally optional.
Totally optional. Another change from previous years and also the September 2025 course is the number of aid stations. To reduce the risk of a race cancellation due to heavy rain, this year there will be 8 aid stations on course. The new revised locations for the aid stations are as follows: 8 kilometres in at the Megalong Road crossing, 15.5 kilometres in at the Cox's River, 18.6 kilometres in at the Lemon Tree Yards, which is about 3/4 of the way up Mini, 22 kilometres in at Alum Creek, 26 kilometres in at the top of Pluvy, approximately 30 kilometres in, which is about halfway up the Black Range. Then there is one at the end of the Black Range, 34.4 kilometres in, where the start of the new Pine Forest Loop is. You then get another one at around 38.8, which is when you come out of the Pine Forest Loop at deviation, and then of course the finish line.
With a decrease in aid stations and the larger gaps in distance and run time between each, the race committee is recommending that runners carry 2 litres of fluid capacity as a minimum.
And if the aid station doesn't have your hydration flavour preference of choice, please make sure you bring your own with you. And if you are bringing your own, it's probably a good idea to double bag it for the river crossing.
The 6 foot track is a plastic cup free event, so please remember to bring your own reusable cup, bladder, bottle or flask, or if you want to have a real party, use them all. Had some guy lob a bottle of milk at me the other day. That's nice. How dare he? All runners need to have their bib number visible at the front of their body.
Listen up folks, drones are a no-go at the start, on the course and at the finish line. It's part of the 6 foot track approval conditions this year, so let's keep our friendly skies drone free. Save the aerial acrobatics for another day and leave your drones at home. Thanks. Cheap wine and a 3-legged goat.
Incorrect song lyrics and the use of earphones to listen to music are strongly advised against.
Oh, incorrect song lyrics?
It upsets the wildlife.
Oh. Also, while you're out on course, please try not to use headphones or earphones because there are emergency service vehicles out on the course. Please also don't try and run the race without a race bib. If you are caught and also found not to be registered, you may be banned from future 6 foot track ultramarathons.
And previous ones. Walking, hiking poles are not allowed. Using them will result in you being disqualified in DNF.
Nigel, what are you doing?
Oh, Skipp, it's raining up in Brisbane. You can never be too careful.
Nigel, no umbrellas are allowed during the race. Can't take him anywhere. No!
Part of the historic prestige of the race is a 7-hour cut-off. In the event you are retired or need to withdraw on course, your name and bid number will be recorded at the nearest aid station and relayed back to the finish line. It's very important that you confirm this with the Rural Fire Service, the RFS, representative, a volunteer, a pacer or sweeper to help track all participants and ensure everybody's safety.
And remember what happened last year, Nige?
What happened?
A quick tip for the rookies out there amongst us, please don't pause your watch at aid stations. Last year we had a couple of runners that thought they had an extra 10 minutes up their sleeve and didn't.
To help work out your predicted time or to get a gauge of where you are on race day, check out the following link online. This is also what the 7-hour pacers will be using. The river height crossing at Cox's varies from year to year. It was deep enough that you had to swim across in 2021. Wasn't that right, Skipp?
Yeah, thanks Nigel. Our suggestion is if you are carrying things like a mobile phone or other items you would prefer not to get wet, we recommend carrying them over your head. Probably not necessary on that one.
There'll also be rope from one side to the other, so if you feel a bit uncertain, why not hang on to that on the way across?
When the information is available, withdrawn runners' statuses will be recorded on the runner status whiteboard at the finish line.
Please follow the volunteers' instructions and thank them wherever you can. They're really nice people. They're here to assist you throughout the day and providing a positive race experience. And this race is only possible due to their amazing work. Even if you're hurting, make sure you say thanks to them on the day.
So how many locations are there, Nigel, where spectators can see the runners?
Well, there's 5 locations. The start line using the shuttle bus or walking, 8 kilometres in at the Mega Long Road crossing, 34 kilometres in at the end of the Black Range, the junction where the new diversion starts, and also 38 kilometres near the Black Range camping ground, and of course at the finish line.
So as a spectator, if you want to have your car at the finish line at the cabins, it has to be there before 8 AM, as the road will be then closed to general traffic. Also be aware that if you do take this option, you'll be unable to remove your car until after 4 PM on the Saturday afternoon.
This year, the section between Jenolan Road and the finish line, about 400 metres, will be divided by bollards and tape. One side will be for runners and walkers, and the other side will be for emergency vehicles. Please be cautious and stay in your designated section when running down this part of the track.
Also, as we're not out at Jenolan Caves, there are no shower facilities, but there are change rooms, which makes for an interesting bus ride on the way home.
Remember, to get an official time and to have it count towards your 6 foot track record, you must cross the finish line in under 7 hours.
Fruit and water will also be available at the end of the finish chute, along with some food to purchase. Bring cash, just in case the phone networks are dodgy and the FPOS lines are down. If you left a drop bag the day before at Rego, make your way to the kit bag collection area and hand over the tag on your race bib to make sure that you get the right one.
I don't think my shirt would fit you, Skipp. Live results on the race day can be found on the following link. Official results will be published on the website www.sixfoot.com a week after the event.
Have we covered everything, Nigel?
I think so. All of us from the organising committee to the volunteers want your 6 foot adventure to be a stress-free one.
Look after each other out there and remember that this journey you're about to undertake is a privilege that not every trail runner will get to experience.
And if you have any other questions, please keep an eye out for emails sent from the race director team or get in contact with them at info@sixfoot.com and regularly check the social media pages.
Enjoy your taper week and we'll see you at the finish line in sub 7. Oh, finally got that coffee.
And that's a wrap.